When you constantly say yes to doing things for other people or even participating in social plans when it cuts into the hour lunch break that you set aside for yourself, or you say yes to a client request that means that now you're going to have to work through dinner, this is actually what dysregulates your nervous system over an extended period of time. And the underlying root of this is that you do not have the capacity in your nervous system to feel safe with saying no because you believe in your body that that is going to fundamentally damage that relationship and that that person's judgment of what that would mean about you is the most important thing. And it's like your barometer of safety. The more intimate our relationships are, typically the more intense this is. So this is why, like, if you're someone like me who's been a little bit more on the disorganized, anxious side and has been healing that for many years when it comes to romantic relationships, I would literally drop anything and everything within like the first month of meeting someone if they wanted to do something. And I unconsciously was operating in this way because I really believed that if I ever said no or I wasn't available for them, that the connection was literally over. That's what it felt like in my body. This is the level of nervous system dysregulation that we need to address from this emotional perspective. And of course, everything is connected. This lives in our physiology, lives in our tissues, lives in the bracing patterns of our fascia. But we really need to learn how to hold our own sense of self and our own identity while co-creating relationships with other people instead of either over-enmeshing or under-enmeshing with them. And it's really hard. It's really hard. And typically there are many layers of shame and fear to work through around this. And I also do really see this physiological side of being strong as an important and underspoken about factor, especially when it comes to emotional healing, because sometimes you can't say no, not because you don't have the emotional capacity, but because your body is actually physically super weak and that feels unsafe in your body. This is why the approach that I really take, this is in Nervous System Healing 101, this is in the Resource Women's mini course, is a very physiology-first way of working with the body. So we work with things like proprioception and orienting, and we work with the vestibular system. We work with your eyes in order to communicate with your nervous system so that we're not just keeping the nervous system as kind of this intangible, energetic system in your body, but we're actually feeling your spine. We're mapping where your spine is in place. Your spine is literally your physical nervous system. And when we do this, it kind of disappears the gap between your emotions and your body and helps you actually feel your body in real time, and also in a loving way to often feel how weak you are. And this is a really great motivator to build functional strength in your body that then is able to transcend or is able to infuse itself into all areas of your life. So now you feel physically and emotionally strong. You're able to say no, or you're able to recognize when it is okay with you to take a client late at night, because maybe that's the one night that week that you're going to do it instead of just being open to doing that on any night because you just want to please someone.